Hi, Jessie Nebulous here, and today we're going to do an unboxing and review of the Mungyo soft oil pastels. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that's how you pronounce it, Mungyo, but that's how I'm assuming it's pronounced. So, apologies if I'm wrong. Alright, let's get in and open this bad boy up. It's already partially opened, but I did not pull it out. I was just checking to see what it was. Because we got a few packages today. Alright, let's open it up. Okay. There it is, the Gallery by Mungyo Artist Soft Oil Pastels. Professional. I got these off of Amazon, I think for about $22. It's the 48 pack. And let's open them up. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Oh, I lost the packet. Let me grab that. Okay, and it comes with this little booklet for the soft pastels, and it just looks like, just gives you a little bit of information and some blending and technique suggestions. Shows you what else they have, and then it's got the colors. Nice. I'm liking these colors already. Oh, these are the colors of the whole line. I was going to say it looks like a lot of colors, but it's a lot. That must be their whole line. 120 colors available. Wonder what we got. Let's open it up again. We've got this, 48 assorted colors. Golden yellow, mauve, periwinkle blue. Hoping we get some good purples and pinks, because those are my favorite. Ooh, they look so nice, and they're bigger than I expected. That's cool. They're a good size. I have little hands though, so it makes them look even bigger by comparison, but they're bigger than my other pastels, which is exciting. Because the reason I got these is because my mother wants me to do a piece for her, so I needed new pastels that were more light fast than the cheap brand I use. So let's flip this around because they're upside down. So I needed new pastels, so she got me these. And it only has one pastel, or white pastel, which is unfortunate. I generally like to have two just because I use them quite a lot for blending, but that's okay. It's a good size one, so that should last me quite well. I'm liking it's got some decent earthy tones and some decent bright tones, and then in the middle. But yeah, a lot of earthy stuff that I'm probably not going to use as much as these bad boys, because this is my jam. Some bright colors. Here's what we got for a pink. Yeah, I like that. It's like almost the same color as my skin. This one is probably too dark for me, but yeah, it almost blends in with some parts of me. I am a pasty bitch. Okay. So, let's move on. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to swatch these or not. I don't think I will, because pastels, you can generally, you can just see what they look like. So I don't think I'm going to swatch them, but I am going to use them on a demo. So I think I shall do that, but real quick, I will swatch one just to see the consistency of them. I'll go ahead and swatch out one of these. There's quite a few purples. Like, there's pinky purples, but there's more purples than pinks, which is kind of unusual. Purples are, I guess they're hard to manufacture, which is why you don't see them as often as you see other ones. Oh, I like that. Already I can tell you it's very creamy. Nice. Let's mix it with a little bit of blue. And then use the white to blend them a little bit. Oh, that's nice. And that's a pretty opaque white too, because it lightened it up quite a bit. Oh, I like that. It's very creamy, it's very smooth, and it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of the little bits that I get with my other pastels that I use. What I use for my other ones, they are Pentel Arts oil pastels. And don't get me wrong, for cheap oil pastels, they're not bad. But they do leave little bits, and they're very annoying to me. But yeah, oh, that, and it moves around nice. Oh, I like it. And the colors are vibrant. Ooh, I like that a lot. So first impressions are that it's very nice. Very nice. I am a fan so far. But the actual piece will be the actual challenge to see if we actually do like them. And I think we will, based on everything I've seen and heard about these. It's going to work awesome. So let's get into the demo. Okay, welcome to the voiceover. I had a heck of a time figuring out what to do for the demo, and finally I settled on a dragon eye. So that's what we're doing. And we're starting off with some blue, and moving on to a little bit of, well, first we're doing blue. Oh, yeah, and I'm trying to use the paper towel to blend, which I soon abandoned that technique because it's just not as good as using your finger, which I'm trying to get out of the habit of doing for the simple fact that it, you know, the oils on your skin, it's not great for artwork. It's not archival. It's not great for it, but what can you do? It's just the paper towel. You can't get the same blending. You can't control the blending as well. I had a lot of trouble with it, and had some coffee. Made a little offering, a little praising of the coffee gods to get a good drawing. And I think they answered me because I ended up really liking this piece. And I don't know that I will do a complete voiceover. There's just a few things I wanted to say about the piece, and what I do later on is, for the majority of the piece, I just used the oil pastels, of course, because that's what we're doing here, is a review for the oil pastels. So I do as much as I can with the pastels, and then I finish it up with a little bit of colored pencil for some fine detail. Some people can get fine detail with oil pastels. I'm not that good yet. Oh, and yeah, the white. I was very impressed with the white. Sorry, I had to move it. I forgot to pause. But I was very impressed with the white because it's very opaque. You can go over other colors. You have to be careful if you press too hard, or you don't do it quite right. It'll just blend them. But if you are careful, you can use the white over other colors, and it's opaque enough that it actually shows up. So I was very impressed. I was impressed with the opacity of every color, of course. That's one of the reasons I decided to use black paper, is because I wanted to see how opaque they could be. And the answer is they can be very opaque. So that's exciting. I mean, translucence has its purposes sometimes, but opacity is really nice for the most part. If I had to pick one or the other, I would choose opacity. So, as you can see, it's looking pretty good. I'm very happy with the way this turned out because I am not primarily an oil pastel artist. I am mostly proficient in colored pencil. That's my main medium. Oil pastel is just something I'm trying to get better at, which is why I've had a lot of it on my channel lately, because I'm just trying to get better at it. And I think I kind of outdid myself with this piece. And I think it's just because, well, I'll go over that later, about why. At the end of it, I'll go over all of that. And I don't think I have much else to say. If I think of anything, I'll pop back in, but otherwise I will just leave you with the music for the rest of the demo. I'll see you at the end when I do the wrapping up. Okay, so this is the final piece. I am very happy with it. I think I have outdone myself in terms of oil pastel. And I think a lot of it just has to do with the quality of the tool I had to work with this time. So we'll put that aside. And as I said, the quality of the tool. What is my final thought on the Gallery Pastels by Mungyo? They are lovely. I absolutely enjoyed every moment with them because they're just so creamy and opaque, and they blend so well. And there's really no drawback to these. The only thing I would say could be considered a drawback is that some of the colors were a little similar to one another to the point where I could barely distinguish them. Like the yellow, the green yellow, and the light yellow. Even on here, you know, they look very similar. And when you lay them down, they look almost identical. But that's a small thing. That's very nitpicky because, you know, you want a lot of very similar colors for gradients and such. The only other thing is that they're so large, it is harder to get fine detail. But that's the thing with any oil pastels. They're just not that great for fine detail for the most part for most people. Some people can do amazing things with them, don't get me wrong. But overall, they are more difficult to use for fine detail. But that's just being very nitpicky and looking for something bad to say, just to be a fair review. Overall, these were just an absolute joy to work with. And that's pretty much all I have to say on the subject, is I really do recommend them. You would not go wrong with these. Okay, thank you for joining me. I have 2 videos a week, so come on back. I do a lot of time-lapse original pieces and occasionally do a review or 2. But other than that, thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. Have a lovely day. I'm Jessie Nebulous. Thanks again. Bye.